Whoa, it's like quiet.
Like, too quiet?
Seems too quiet.
Oh, I'm in way too different of a mood for this one.
Welcome, everybody. This is part 7.
Are we sure?
Yeah, because last time it was part 6, and I thought it was 5.
Yeah, we were
sure that's how it was.
We were oddly confused.
So anybody who's coming off part 6 has just had a roller
committed
coaster
at this point.
of
Yeah.
It's
events.
the part after the last part.
Yes. Well, welcome everybody. We're playing more Doki Doki Literature Club. The whole cast is here.
Hopefully we all get to talk this time.
Yeah. Last time it was a lot of just...
Hopefully I show up to the festival.
Right.
Hopefully.
Hopefully you show up and don't off yourself at the festival.
Luckily.
It's the day of the festival. Of all the days, I expected this to be one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone.
Uh-oh.
I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all of the cupcakes myself by stacking carefully into 2 trays. Natsuke is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuke, but about the event. Jeez. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuke at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too.
What a douche.
PrinceYuki!
Hey, that is...
Whoa.
You're
Prince
the first
Yuki.
one.
What are you doing? This
What are
isn't
you
you. You're
doing,
not
man?
Monika.
This isn't you.
Sorry, well, I don't know. Sorry.
Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now.
Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like, and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again.
That's you.
That dummy. You'd think on this day, you'd think that on a day of this important, she'd try a little harder.
Oh my god, I can't speak at all. I've already failed.
I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday.
Yeah, dude.
And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You should take a little responsibility for her, PrinceYuki. I mean, especially after the exchange with her yesterday. Oh no, she sold you out! You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know.
Exchange? Monika, you know about that.
Of course I do.
She was fucking there.
I'm the club president after all. I know everything.
But,
Don't mind me.
but,
I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly?
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Almost like she's her therapist.
Pause.
Just give me 2 seconds, sorry.
No, you know what? I want to check the sound thing. I don't know why there's no music playing right now.
Oh, I thought that was on purpose to be eerie because we're bending towards eerie.
Oh, there is sound. So
Yeah.
it is just quiet.
Oh. It just, yeah, this is a dramatic scene.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll just cut for a second.
Cut.
No, it's fine. It's easier because then I can just
Cut.
I could fritz it or whatever, and we get back. Good.
I think so.
All right, here we go. About how I basically turned down her confession. That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right?
geez. You don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
This bitch.
Monika is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? I brought you a pamphlet.
Even our line.
They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure.
I grab one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. They really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flip through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuke's and Yuri's poems for the ones they performed during our practice.
What's this?
I flip to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before.
Sayori?
Allison.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
I think we get the point,
Oh my god.
Alex.
No.
Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head.
Skip
Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving.
This isn't good, man.
What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pin in my stomach.
PrinceYuki? What's wrong?
Nothing.
The poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that,
I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so...
Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monika calls that out after me. I quicken my pace.
That was such a bait. She put that in there on purpose. So
What was
we'd
I
see it.
thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? Oh, sorry.
Sayori?
She really is a heavy sleeper.
Oh no.
I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door.
Sayori. Wake up, dummy.
There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door.
Oh, what the fuck?
I knew it.
God damn it. God damn it. That's so funny.
That's endgame. That should be endgame. That's a bad end.
What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession. That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needs me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Jeez. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do brings her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needs from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Never. Never.
Oh, what a twist we saved.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
Or is it?
so,
No, it is. If you don't do this, it's that same kind of pattern. If you don't
Oh.
do
What are you
it
talking about?
first.
Yeah. She's not there anymore. Oh, what
I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me.
Oh, what the fuck?
You there's probably something we.
It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking together to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation.
clubs.
I just smashed my line.
There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. PrinceYuki.
That's Alan. Oh, wait.
Monika?
Oh my goodness! I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Like since Natsuke
Yeah,
died?
it has.
No, Natsuke.
Monika
Sayori,
smiles
right.
sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little...
What did you come in here for, anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all those politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
Just trying to visualize her making that cough.
Oh, yeah.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Literature.
That sounds kind of dull.
How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga's literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monika say she?
Thinking with your dick. Hey, PrinceYuki! By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance that you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club It would make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika?
Sure. I guess I could check it out.
Oh, awesome!
Guess you're gonna get your wish, Humphrey. Get you Monika after all.
I am.
Natsuke, you know that?
It's nothing really.
Well, who's the third member of the club, though?
It's Yuri, Monika,
Yuri,
and
Natsuke.
Natsuke.
There's
Shall
no
we go
Sayori.
then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
Damn straight I am.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile.
I
I timidly follow Monika across the school and upstairs.
Sell me your soul.
A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities.
Hold on.
Okay.
She's not really a character at this point.
Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back!
Perfect.
And I brought a guest with me.
Eh? A guest?
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuke. But anyway, welcome to the club, PrinceYuki.
Silence.
All words escaped me in this situation.
Yep.
This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki!
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuke, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuke. This is Natsuke, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, vice president.
I'm trying to visualize Monika with those coughs and stuff. It's like she's so perfect, but she has that one ailment. You know how like Rick burps?
I'm
He
sorry,
coughs.
I'm still sick, man.
But it's like a cat horking up a hairball. It's just like. Okay, sorry. Continue. Monika.
Yeah, next line, please.
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuke.
Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So, I ran into PrinceYuki in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monika! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I'll give you more time to put up something appropriate later.
It's the
I didn't
cupcakes.
forget that, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, PrinceYuki?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuke sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika.
So, I know I didn't really plan on coming here, but, well, sure, you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in your club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. You could also put it a whole bunch of other ways. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we all really grow at this club before we graduate.
I'm confident you need to see a doctor.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
Finish your line. You're almost there.
Right, Natsuke?
Well, I guess. Natsuke reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle.
You keep the whole tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not.
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Prince Yuki, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well,
Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that.
manga?
I mutter quietly to myself, half jokingly.
Did you say manga?
Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she kept quiet. She kept quiet.
Nah, not much of a reader, I guess.
Well,
Dumbass.
that can change.
What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile.
Anyways, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of the level of craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me.
Keep up on that word. Reset mainframe.
And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements. Usually, hey,
Sorry, dude.
isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway,
She just seems so much more playful this time around.
Sayori's not here. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
As if Sayori was the one that was impeding on everything.
I read a horror book once.
I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level.
It was Goosebumps.
At this
afraid
rate,
of the dark?
Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Yeah, I'm into some dark shit. Is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Why is that?
Well, I just...
Chicken.
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
Because I read all your fucking writing. You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud!
That's such an invasion of
Hey,
privacy.
give that back!
Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
Yuri.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuke feel comfortable enough to share hers.
Nah.
I guess it's the same for you, Yuri.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Natsuke and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write poems of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share with each other. That way, everyone is even.
I think she's a pretty face.
Yes, she is.
That's why I like her.
I mean, it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together.
She's into literature.
Yeah.
I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members.
I'm sorry, who?
No. Besides, now that we have a new member, indoctrinated, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, PrinceYuki?
You know what's the weirdest part about this? Is that if this was me in this situation, I would do this every time. Like the like
Kill Sayori?
No. But I mean like
What if Nats?
no. I mean, but like if like I was in this high school and stuff, and like Sayori would have brought me in,
Yeah.
and then the second time around, just because of these three, a pretty face would have told me to go. I would have shown up, and then I would have just like committed myself without even thinking. This is that's exactly what I would have done.
Okay.
Exactly what any man would.
You'd be surprised.
I wouldn't.
Hold on. There's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time.
I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions.
I'm with the Night's Watch.
Right?
I still have other clubs to look at, and
I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
They all changed their eyes.
Yeah,
Look
they
at this.
did, they did.
Oh man.
Oh.
Monika?
But
I'm sorry, I thought.
The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, PrinceYuki. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. Oh, and they had 4 before.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing, I'm just being sad about stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival...
silence.
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if reading poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls...
Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean this, PrinceYuki?
Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
PrinceYuki, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'm gonna go see my boyfriend. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Oh, wow. Just directly coming out and saying it.
Yeah, thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monika looks over at me once more.
PrinceYuki, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah.
Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set.
I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuke, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Ooh.
You have unlocked a special poem.
Yeah.
I'll read this. A
What?
joke.
No, this is me.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Well, I mean,
Sure. Yeah, you're reading it to yourself.
oh man. Okay.
Mike is over there.
A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time.
Oh my fucking god.
A joke, huh?
She killed herself so that the world wouldn't end.
Well then.
No!
Yeah.
Okay, 20 words.
It didn't put Monika on there!
It's not
There's no Monika
gonna.
there, no.
Parfait.
Wait, hold on. What if we pick a Sayori word?
It's just gonna be wasted points.
Would it be hope?
Or there aren't any Sayori where it's one of the two things.
Let's go hope. Weird.
It seems so.
So they're different.
opposite of
They're-
what
they're
Yuri
different
was.
now.
Yeah.
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 Yuri seems a little more
They have different
friendly or
personalities.
passionate.
Shit.
Okay.
Go play. Watch what happens.
What?
Action?
What did you want to pick?
Go play.
Why?
I want to see which one it picks.
X.
Are we so? I guess
No.
at this point we are still sticking to Natsuki then.
I mean,
If since Monika's not here, because I was
Honestly-
gonna go to Monika.
I think without doing like a natural first proper storyline, it's just gonna give us another bad end, no matter which way we pick.
Well, yeah, I'm okay. We know that.
Do we want
Kitty.
Death.
Graveyard.
Dazzle.
Dazzle.
We're going Natsuki then?
Yeah.
Rose. Oh, sorry
Allison.
guys. I'm out now.
Uncontrollable. Oh, what?
Oh, you're out now.
Swimsuit.
Swimsuit. Yeah. Kalim's good still.
Funny.
Funny. Funny's probably a good Natsuki one.
Yeah. Vivacious.
Whoa.
no,
No.
that's too complex of a
That sounds like a book word, not a manga
What
word.
about
Daydream.
lipstick? Maybe.
I'd say Daydream.
Yeah, Daydream. Well, no, Daydream's probably gonna be Yuri.
Yeah, because she
Go
likes
Daydream
to get
then, I
out of
guess.
places.
Yeah.
Marriage.
Pink.
Which one's trying to marry you?
Sugar.
Yeah, I guess sugar. Probably.
Anime. for
Anime.
sure.
Games.
Valentine.
On a streak.
Rainbow.
Beauty.
Rainbow.
Yeah, I was gonna say candy or rainbow.
Should we taste the rainbow? Nice. Fluffy.
Yeah, let's go fluffy.
Very good. Nice.
Kawaii.
Where is it?
Bottom left.
Bottom left.
Kawaii. Fibers? Sweet.
Holiday.
Which one's a Papa's girl?
Heartbeat.
Papa. Yeah, Papa.
Unstable.
Happiness.
Unstable.
just one offward. Let's just see.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be fair.
Campbell's out.
Hi again, Prince Yuki.
Wait, are we
This is a
doing
new
this?
day,
Oh,
right?
we might
yeah,
as
this is
well.
neat.
I mean, we're only like 30 minutes in. We might as well keep going.
A lot of days.
Okay.
My voice thanks you. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word.
Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Prince Yuki. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst to literature when you're not accustomed to it yet.
Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. He already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
What the fuck?
Monika, you're in the way?
Oh man, collection.
That's
Blah, blah,
Suki
blah.
said, man, your mouth. Someone who keeps yada yada.
Oh, it's still Natsuke talking. Natsuke, find yourself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Prince Yuki. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in the club now, so it feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask.
Well, wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I just want to try and be a part of the club. So, even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all,
Oh my god.
I should help you get started on something you might
that
like.
title go to your head.
Yeah, get over it.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
What the fuck? She's so weird.
You sound so assertive for a person who's supposed to be timid. This is...
I don't know. He was alright.
I
Yeah,
think
no,
he's doing
really,
good.
you're doing good.
Yeah, fuck you, Campbell.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much.
Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this.
I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew.
Oh my god, this is totally the same day as where I came.
Well, you can read it at your own pace.
Yeah, it's a loop of the first day again.
Is she not getting closer? Does it seem like her
She is
head-
getting-
She is
Really
definitely
closer.
getting closer.
I thought she was just a big person.
I look forward to hearing what you think.
Everything's a little broken right
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Oh no, I'm getting hurt again.
Ah!
Or
I hear
it's gonna play
Natsuki.
out completely differently.
I hear
go
Natsuki
play out the same.
utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand.
You looking for something in there?
Fucking Monika! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf.
Manga?
You read manga, right?
Sometimes?
Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into until you figure out the other person's stance.
How did you know, anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's the...
What's that supposed to mean?
I see.
There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuke snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better! Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel.
I get a closer look at the box set she's been admiring.
Parfait Girls.
It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on the other door. She points to the classroom door.
Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice.
Again, didn't say
But I'll
anything.
tell you one thing, PrinceYuki. Don't judge a book. In fact, Natsuke pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands.
Ah,
I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Moe.
Moe? Okay. Don't just stand there.
boom.
Natsuke grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there.
Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable?
I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why's that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this.
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuke crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me.
I'm sorry.
I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuke once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow! How long has it been since I've read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. It looked like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot.
Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series that I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, eh? You still haven't grown out of that yet? It makes me want to punch them in the face.
Ugh. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, you are a loser.
Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I?
Hold on a second.
Yeah, man, like all
Okay,
three of
no,
these chicks
no,
have bad
no. But
Yeah, for sure. It's only
because of what we know from the last playthrough, it's filling in the gaps for us now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, before the whole time I was like, I'm pretty sure her dad beats her. Like, that's gotta be her. And then Monika's got a weird sex thing, I think, going on. And then Yuri is, like, either a murderer or, like, something like that. And now it's, like, cutting out, like, those are the things her dad would say to her. Like, that's the kind of shit. So, like, it's filling in the gaps for us.
Definitely seems that way.
Now that we've triggered the negative ending.
Yeah.
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah.
I flip the page. Time passes.
Really?
Natsuke is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep.
Hey, Natsuki.
Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuke collapses straight into me.
Hey.
Whoa!
So, based on something we did, we probably don't get that information.
Oh, jeez.
No, we remember what happened last time, right?
Natsuki, are you okay? Here.
Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it into Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Oh, don't worry, PrinceYuki. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share our poems now? Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Okay, who first?
Monika.
I hate you.
Monika first, yeah. It's always Monika first.
I should start with Monika. Yesterday she
has
seemed...
the worst handwriting.
Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort.
Hi, PrinceYuki. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, PrinceYuki. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true.
I hand Monika my poem.
I like it, PrinceYuki.
Really?
No, I fucking hate it. It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuke would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuke, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuke's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down.
You know how it is.
Like earlier. This is just, I guess, but she's like small because her melatonin? Malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know. Sorry, just trying to look on the bright side. Just trying to play matchmaker, you know. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
Oh, I do. I do.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my bird eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Are they simply poems or flat sheets of paper? This sound is frantic, scrambling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I
Panic.
I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fear. I brandish my poem.
Panic.
Whatever.
Just so people know when they're listening to this, we are a
at the
fair
end-
distance from the TV screen, so just reading this.
We
stuff is a
always
little-
are.
He's the glasses wearing one.
When the well, yeah, you got
Nerd.
glasses, but the smaller handwriting I can see. It's tricky.
No, that too.
It's very freeform. Is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, it's kind of a style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
Well, what was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. Somebody literally locked me in a room. I guess I could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. It's kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Don't do drugs. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thank the fucking Lord.
I'm gonna take that advice actually. I want Natsuke next.
Okay.
Silence.
Okay. Well, let's start with this thing I don't like. First of all, Natsuke rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
What's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when I was writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monika said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
Silence. So in other words, you're saying you liked it.
Natsuke's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
I'm pretty sure you never actually said that.
I say that mostly to myself. Natsuke must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem.
In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Grr. Fine, I guess. Only because Monika will make me if I don't.
Perfect. Look at that poem.
What the fuck?
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
Wait. 2 seconds.
What?
Just counting the words.
No, I'm just nothing. Continue. I was trying to see if the first letters spelled something.
Oh.
It's like each of the first letters on the line were capitalized.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't that the point of poems? For people to show... Oh, wow. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
That's not what I got from that poem at all.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it all fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into this than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not.
I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuke is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
I like that the whole reality of that situation is she probably wrote that poem 15 minutes before literature club. She's like, I got a deep response for this. Owls are cute.
Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forget to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
She
Okay,
is a
I won't.
murderer.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people.
It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem.
Is she a robot?
Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably...
Oh,
Stop it!
leaned on the button.
It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and on learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuke can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuke.
Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, you got the fancy handwriting.
Godspeed, brother.
Ghost under the light. I can't read that second word.
Tendrils?
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have loved. To
Withstood.
love withstood the
To
test
have
of time.
withstood.
To have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by a sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bade calm, breathe air of the presenting love in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back.
Her poems are actually awesome.
It was weird. When you scrolled over the word time, it had a little question mark beside it.
Oh, really?
And then it disappeared when you moved the cursor away.
I didn't even notice that. Huh.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Better be.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
I was.
But it took you a long time to shut up.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Yoo-hoo! Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, even though it's in the title.
Really?
She has laser.
I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of a poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past.
Oh my god, is that a callback to Sayori?
That's so sad.
And soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these little things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Phew.
I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated.
Right?
It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuke. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Huh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say?
Oh,
Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple more suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and PrinceYuki did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And PrinceYuki liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuke suddenly stands up.
Fight!
Oh?
Fight!
I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that PrinceYuki appreciates my advice more than he appreciates you.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of energy? Or yourself? What the fuck did I just say there?
PrinceYuki, I'm gonna
No.
take you out of the literature club.
If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew size bigger as soon as PrinceYuki started showing up.
Natsuke!
Natsuke, that's a little...
This
doesn't involve you!
Okay, staying out of this one.
Taking out your own insecurities on others like that? You really act as young as you look, Natsuke.
Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch!
Whoa!
Edgy! Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude.
What the fuck is he getting so close?
You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa! Be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself, bitch? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let PrinceYuki hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Huh?
Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me, as if she noticed I was standing here.
PrinceYuki! See, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
Silence.
Whoa.
you get to pick a girl now.
No.
Pick who kills himself.
You know who you're picking.
Natsuke.
We've committed. Yeah. Okay. Unless it's Monika.
Nope. You don't know. It's timing you. It's timing you.
Go,
Pick
go.
one.
No, I've been clicking.
Yeah,
Yes.
like it's
Natsuke.
prompting you to pick Yuri, but
I tried Natsuke.
No, it keeps getting closer. Keep going.
Keep doing it.
Monika.
Hi.
This bitch is about to kill you.
Silent. Hey, PrinceYuki. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Oh my god. Sorry about that! They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling.
We really needed Sayori.
Some president I am, right?
Who?
I can't even cover my own club properly.
Confront.
I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. We get it, Meg.
No,
You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuke runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead.
Yuri,
I didn't mean it.
I believe you.
I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuke. Or did.
Prince Yuki, please don't hate me. Please? I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today.
It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. She's gonna die.
Yeah.
Completely.
No, it's gonna reset the day.
Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Silence.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika.
You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer.
Oh my god, we're gonna watch 2 characters die this week. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Thank God.
She wants.
Well, I'm vice president, so let me take the responsibility today.
It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri.
It's exactly that. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Prince Yuki. It would just be embarrassing with you listening.
Monika?
I guess I don't really have a choice, do I?
I'm sorry for causing trouble.
What the fook?
That's the reset. You go back to the poem and try and, like, it's just gonna loop us for the rest of our lives.
No.
For sure.
No.
Dream?
Can we stop here?
We gotta make our poem. dude.
Make the poem, yeah. Dream.
Dream?
Damn.
We gotta commit to one.
Doki
Doki
Doki.
Doki.
Rainbow.
Yes.
Rainbow. Probably
Pink.
pink, yeah.
Whirlwind.
Hold on.
Warm.
Boop would probably be. Lollipop.
Flower.
Kitty.
Kitty, yeah.
Yori's getting more and more depressed. Her sticker like turned away. Oh, never mind. They're just jumping. Papa.
Papa.
Daddy issues.
Yeah.
Fluffy.
Fluffy, yeah.
Bliss.
Yeah.
Beauty?
Romance.
Joy?
I almost want climax just because the word climax. Yeah, I knew it would be her, but I just wanted that word.
Charm.
Nibble.
Nibble, yeah.
Lust.
No.
Rain cloud. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay.
Puppy.
Kawaii.
Kawaii, yeah.
Cute.
Candy. Chocolate.
That's 3 different.
Chocolate.
Cute's the
Chocolate.
word that sets her off.
Whoa.
Whoa, yeah, that's not a word that you see
Whoa.
pop up often.
What's that?
Suicide?
No, Yuri's into that. She's into horror and shit. Psychological drugs.
Did that
Oh.
pop up before?
Childhood?
Precious. Precious.
Yeah,
Let's say
childhood.
Natsuki is childhood.
Precious.
Oh, yeah.
Marshmallow.
Yeah, I'd assume
Marshmallow. Vanilla.
Bunny.
Ponies.
Another day's passing.
And that's it.
We'll save here and pick up in the next iteration. Look at that. Oh shit, what? All of our previous saves are gone.
That's how they
Back to
get
page
you.
1. Here we go.
Why does this
Okay.
game make me sad?
Because it's fucked up, man. Like, as soon as Sayori committed suicide, it took all the filters off. Now it's like, there's language, there's bitches fighting with each other.
Yeah.
They fought hard.
Everything's out of balance.
Alright, let's
now.
close out.
Okay.
Woo.
Well, support the couch. Subscribe today.
Absolutely.
Please check out the other videos. I'm not sure when this is going to be out, so I can't even pitch like what the video is going to be. But please click on the links you see on the screen there. And
And if this is for some reason the first part that you're watching, go back and watch the rest of them.
yeah, links in the description below as always. And check out our live streams.
Support us to make it through this,
Yes,
guys. This game is
please.
gonna be a doozy.
A doozy.
All right,
It's
we'll see
already
you
been a
guys.
doozy.
We'll see
That's
you
what
guys
it
for the
was.
next episode
GG.
next week. GG.
GG.